thank you for being here. So I'm Boris. I'm one of the founders of Second Brain. And basically, what we want to do is to maximize the impact of each HCP doctor interaction between a pharma company and the HCPs. And that works perfectly. So basically, we talk with tens, if not hundreds, of director of sales, of VP of business excellence, of head of CRMs in pharma companies. And if on purpose I'm exaggerating it a lot, basically what we heard is that the sales reps go see the HCP that they know, that they are friends with. They are overwhelmed by thousands of Power BI dashboards, for instance. They don't use all the channels that they have, approved emails, as much as they should. And at the end of each visit, they have 50 fields to fill in Viva or in IQVIA, and they all love to do that as we know it. And what we want to do is to help everyone with that. So basically, it's to analyze the data that you have internally, and tomorrow also externally. So the CRM data, the IQVIA data, event data, etc. And tomorrow, why not LinkedIn data? For instance, if a KOL is posting something on LinkedIn, that can be relevant for the sales rep. Analyze that, and then digest that for the field teams, and bring it in the form of a notification or suggestions. And I'm going to start with a quick video and explain you and walk you through all of it. So basically, imagine you are a sales rep, you're leaving a meeting, having coffee, obviously, and you receive notification. You want to start your day, start your week, and you receive notification either on your phone or directly in Viva, but that could be another CRM, and you have access to your top suggestions. So basically, here you got to see this doctor, Jane Doe, because you have 3 remaining interactions. You last seen her in May, and you lost some market share in that region, so you should go see her. Then you can plan your visit directly in Viva, and in addition, we can help that with a map view and organize your week or your day. So for instance, you have a meeting in 2 weeks with an HCP. What are the top priorities HCP around that one? And then the idea is to reach the sales rep wherever they are, what application they use. So of course, they use Viva, but they can also use Teams and receive the notification, the same one, it's all synchronized. And they can receive, for instance, in Teams, a daily digest, or directly like that in Teams. They see the same notification. They can mark as them, they can plan the meeting. Everything works the same, directly through the channel they prefer. So it could be email, it could be Viva on the iPad, it could also be Teams or a web application. And as a company, you can force them to use Viva. And the last thing is that we want to make sure that it's easy to implement and to set up for different countries, different products. So we made things very easy. It's a quick overview of the admin here, and that you can set up or launch a new country in a few clicks, basically. So, and we built at first the product with Ipsen, with the goal in mind that we wanted to make sure events all have an impact. We want to make sure that the right HCP are invited to the right congresses or webinars. We want to make sure that if they attended or not, they are followed up properly, because sometimes events, especially congresses, can cost a lot of money, so we want to ensure that we have a clear ROI on that. Call pacing, we want to make sure that they see first the top priority HCP. And market share analysis is just one example of analyzing the data for them. So we have basically IQVIA data, and we just say to them, in that break, you lost 5% of market share over the last 6 months, so you should go see this and this HCP because they are the top priority HCPs in that region. And what we saw from one cycle this year after 6 months of usage before the same cycle last year, it's a plus 10% in coverage of top HCPs. Then we have an increase of market share. It's not 100% on us. That would not be honest. I would love to be able to demonstrate that we have a plus 5% market share just on us, but it's more a correlation here. The last thing, if you want to cover the whole sales process in the pharma industry, we have the influence in the sell act with the sales team. There are hospital and public tenders. And how can we answer that automatically with GenAI? By analyzing past tenders, internal marketing, product documentation. when you receive a new tender, we can directly, in the format of the customer, in an Excel file, directly extract the key information and answer directly in the right cell in Excel with your information. And also, we only have 10 minutes, so we did a slide with these three. So the next thing for next best action is next best content. So suggesting the best approved email to send in that to that HCP, the next best marketing asset to send, or we can use HCP portals data. So we know that HCP spend 30 minutes on that page talking about that topic on a portal. It's worth notifying the sales rep before going to see that HCP. Or we have other use cases. We can alert them that their MSL saw that HCP 2 weeks ago, so maybe you should call him. We cannot write that properly, but we can warn that there is a meeting between the MSL and the rep. Help them planify the day. So I was supposed to have a meeting with that doctor. He canceled on me like 5 minutes before the meeting, so I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. What are the top priorities HCP that I can go see in the area so my day is not lost 100%? And the last one is that we want to get qualitative data out of the visit reports, basically. And they don't like to update Viva. And very often, we don't have free text in Viva because compliance is not very happy with free text. So what we do is that directly from your phone, and with not an additional app, maybe directly into Microsoft Teams, you leave the meeting, you talk to your phone in Microsoft Teams, you say, okay, I met with HCPX, we talked about this and that, etc. Then we apply an AI compliance filter that will filter out anything that we don't want in the system, such as personal comment on the HCP. I like him or don't like him. We don't want that in the CRM, of course. It can be a pharmacovigilance case, sorry, or anything that we don't want in the CRM. Then we push that into Viva, and we map that information with the field in Viva. So basically, we reply in Teams to the rep and say, based on what you told me, I think I can update field 1, 2, and 3 in Viva for you with these values. Do you want me to do it? They click on yes, and then they can go back in their car and drive on to the next meeting. But once we have that data, we use it for next best action as well. The idea is that as we have qualitative data from each interaction with the HCP, when we're going to tell to that sales rep, you should go see again 6 months later that HCP, remember last time you spoke to him, you promised to bring information on that side effect or whatever information you need. Don't forget to do it. And by the way, we have a webinar on that topic coming up, etc. And also to have trends and insight analytics. So out of all the visit reports, we may know that HCP from that region, they all talk about that topic, and marketing teams or sales excellence team can use that information. So basically, what we want to do is target the right HCP with the right message through the right channel and at the right time. And to make it a success, the first thing is to have an AI that is specialized for the pharma industry. So there is all the vocabulary, the molecules, of course, but also the compliance topic. We cannot let, for instance, an AI write an email for a rep because we use approved email, that kind of thing. So we have to let AI do something, but also control it and add rules to it. For instance, we want to recommend a marketing asset. Sometimes we can let AI do it based on the topics, etc. But sometimes the marketing team will tell you, in that case, I want this specific slide to be shown. So it's not AI, it's a rule. Then that has to be scalable. So if you do it for one country or for one brand, you should be able easily, without having anything to do with coding or whatever, to deploy or to roll it out on another brand, for instance. Being proactive, it means it's the tool that comes to you, that sends you the notification. You don't have to go find in a Power BI dashboard, you don't know where it's stored again, etc. The information comes to you, basically. And we don't want to bring other tools, especially to the field force. We all know that the sales rep, they like to use WhatsApp, Teams, and email, and we force them to use the CRM. So we want to push information throughout the tools that they use every day. And that is personalized, so they have relevant suggestions for the HCP, and that the content for each HCP is personalized on what the HCP is expecting from the sales rep. And that's it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to take them. We can do quick demo on our booth, just all right. I know this is almost lunchtime, so maybe grab something to eat and then we can do a demo. Thank you very much.